So who wants to hear a true series of unfortunate events? I filmed this entire video, looked at the footage, and my wig was like back here. Okay. So that happened. Hi friends, welcome back. So today I'm bringing you guys another video, and this is going to be my October favorites, and I'm so excited about this video because this is my first favorites video since coming back, and I have a good amount of favorites. I was supposed to do this last month, but I looked at the calendar. It was October 14th, and I said, I might have missed the mark on this one. So I'm gonna combine my September and October favorites into one ginormous October favorites. Is that okay with you? I think it is. I actually do have a good amount of products to talk about, plus I have a good amount of dislikes that I want to talk about. So I'm just gonna jump into it so that this is not a 15-hour long video. Plus this is my second time filming it due to a hair malfunction. So jumping right into it, the first thing I want to talk about is skincare. This month, or not this month, it was probably like back in August, I think, I completely switched my skincare routine. I got completely new products, and the product that I feel like stands out the most for me is my cleanser. This is the Murad AHA/BHA Exfoliating Cleanser. I do plan on doing an entire video showcasing my new skincare routine, so look out for that. My old one is always linked in the description box, of course. But for now, I think we need to talk about this cleanser. I always look for exfoliating cleansers just because I feel like exfoliating is, I don't know, the greatest thing that's ever happened to the world. The reason that I love this one so much is because it is a little more on the harsh side, but it's not as harsh as some of the previous ones that I've used. I actually like when my cleansers are a little aggressive. This one, I feel like you can even see, like, in the cap, there's some of those little beads in there. You can see that they're definitely visible. I feel like this has made such a big difference in my skin. I definitely do not get breakouts anymore, and I definitely think it's because of this. I owe everything to this cleanser. Mine is like soaking wet because I just took it out of the shower, so if you see any water just like being thrown around, I'm so sorry. I have been loving a primer so much this month. This is the Milk Hydrogrip primer. This is obviously not a full-size version. This was, I think, a reward from Sephora. I just feel like it's so tacky and it really grips onto your foundation so that your foundation lasts all day. And like, that's all I could ever ask for. So I have been so into this. I love it. I love it so much. For foundation, I know like 753 foundations have come out in the last 2-ish months, and I've tried pretty much all of them, but I have to say my two favorites, the Dose of Colors one is a very strong favorite of mine, but this one I like even better than that one. This is the Fenty Beauty Pro Filter Hydrating Longwear Foundation, and I got mine in the shade 360. I have the matte one in the shade 370, I think, but that one kind of pulled a little warm on me, so I had to switch it up, and I got 360 instead, and it's definitely more on the neutral olive side. So if you have my skin tone, this is the one for you. You don't have to tell me. I know that I have oily skin. I know. But this foundation works so well on my skin. I can only imagine what it does for people with dry skin. It's so good. I will say that if I plan on wearing my foundation for a really long period of time, so like 8+ hours, I definitely won't gravitate towards this because my oily skin will literally eat it up. But if it's like a shorter period of time, I'm not wearing it today, by the way, because I needed my foundation to last like a long time. If it's a shorter period of time, I think that this looks so just like fresh and natural, and like it has the perfect amount of like medium to full coverage. I love it so much. I love it so much. If this is not your first video here, you're expecting the next one, I would say. The Anastasia Beverly Hills Eye Primer is everything. This is just like the greatest thing since sliced bread, and I feel like I was missing this in my life. I needed it, and I'm so happy that it's here. It just filled this enormous void, and I just it's so pigmented, so bright. I love it for just all over the lid, but when I'm doing a cut crease especially, I feel like this is the perfect product to use because it is so freaking pigmented. Like, look at that. Did you see that like itty bitty drop that I just applied? That would cover one eye easily. Like, easily. Are you ready? Look at this. What? Honestly, this primer is almost white, which is what I love about it so much. It dries down to a completely matte finish. I would say out of all the eyeshadow primers that I've tried, it's definitely the brightest, the mattest, the one that creases the least, although it's still, to me, it still does crease, but not as bad as some of the other primers that I've used, and it's just so pigmented that when you want to clean up under a cut crease line or you want to create a cut crease, I know a lot of people just create their cut crease with eyeshadow primer or concealer. This is the perfect product to use, and it grabs onto your eyeshadow just for dear life. Like, your eyeshadow's not leaving. I think this is just the best eyeshadow primer in the entire world, and I don't know how it existed before it. I know a lot of people really like that P. Louise eyeshadow base. Is that even what it's called? But I personally tried it and didn't like it. But this one, this one is definitely the one, okay? Another eye product that I just think is incredible, and I don't know what I did before owning this. This is the Melt Cosmetics Ultra Matte Liquid Eyeliner in the shade Molten, which is just a deep brown. I am in love with this. I am wearing this eyeliner as my wing today, although I'm not sure that you can really tell. But this is just like a deep brown liquid eyeliner. And besides the fact that I really love the brown color in this, like, I have tried the black and the brown is 100% my favorite. Besides that, I think this formula is so good. I love the brush on this eyeliner. I kind of wish it was a little bit, like, it came with more product, but like, I can't complain. I think that for the fall season, a brown wing liner and brown in my waterline is gonna be my go-to. It's what I'm wearing today, and I just feel like it's the best combination that's ever existed. And I'm also wearing a brown lipstick, so obviously brown is just the color. Brown is the color for fall. I think that these eyeliners are so long wearing. They're so easy to use. The brush is just, it legitimately takes like 5 seconds to do your wing liner with that brush. You can get it as thick as you want, as thin as you want. And it's just really, the formula is just really, really pigmented. Like, you don't have to go over it multiple times. Today I'm wearing glitter. 2 different glitters, by the way. I'm wearing glitter, and it took 5 seconds to go over it. I did not have to go over it more than once, which is a problem that I always have when I'm wearing glitter. And it's just like one and done. You're done. And it's easy, and I love it, and I think you would love it too. One last eye product, sort of, that I want to talk about. This was the love of my life for probably the entirety of September and maybe half of October. This is the Fenty Beauty Brow MVP in the shade Black Brown. I love this pencil so much. And I think that if you are the kind of person who really likes a more natural looking eyebrow, that this product is just gonna like change your life. The only reason that I stopped using this is because I felt like my eyebrows were almost looking too natural. Is that a thing? No, it's definitely a thing. And the rest of my makeup is very much not natural. So I feel like the balance was off, so I started using a pomade. But this, if you are the kind of person who likes natural eyebrows, I'm telling you, this is the way to go. This is, I think, the second to darkest shade in the range. And like, look how nice that is, okay? It's a very thin line, and you have so much control. You can make it as dark as you want, as light as you want. And I honestly feel like this changed my eyebrow game forever. Until I started using this product, I, no joke, hated how my eyebrows looked every single time I did them. So this, I feel like, really helped me get a sense of what I was doing, try to understand what my eyebrow is supposed to look like, because it wasn't supposed to look like whatever I was doing before. And that kind of helped me now that I'm using a pomade. So I feel like this product is amazing for beginners. Amazing. And this brush, this little toothbrush at the end here, you wouldn't think that this would help your eyebrows. You wouldn't think that this would do something for you, but I swear this is the best eyebrow brush in the world. I think an obvious favorite for this past month has been this, and I think if you haven't seen it yet, that's because this is your first video. No joke, since the day I tried this bronzer, I have not put it down. It is my favorite thing in the entire world. I'm like so excited to bronze just so I can use this bronzer. And I know that sounds so dramatic, but it's because I'm dramatic. This is the Lawless bronzer, and it has like a full long name. I will of course leave it in the description box because I can't remember it to save my life. But it's the Lawless bronzer in the shade Blaze. I love the tone of this bronzer. It is like a little bit more on the red side, which is exactly what I want. I feel like that just makes me look like actually warm instead of like contoured, if that makes any sense. It's like psychotically easy to blend this out. No joke, it takes maybe 45 seconds to blend it out on my entire face, and I just have no complaints. I'm like, you can see I've been using this. I don't know if you can see on on camera. But I've been using this every single time I do my makeup since the first time I tried it. I cannot put it down. I honestly don't know what I was bronzing with before. They do have a lighter shade in this bronzer, so if you have like more fair to medium skin tone, I think that that would help you out. That would make you look cute. Now I trust Lawless. This is my first Lawless product, and now I'm like, I'll take one of everything, please. Moving on to lips, I have 2 lipstick formulas that I think we need to address. I think we need to address them immediately. One of them, I feel like I have been wearing nonstop for the last 2 months. This is the matte lipstick by Huda Beauty. And again, I want to make sure it's clear. I'm talking about the formula, not the actual shades, because I have so many shades in these lipsticks. I honestly just like rotate them around. This is the shade Anniversary. This is it right here. And then the other shade, which I actually had to grab out of my purse, which is a huge deal if you know me. I don't like to keep makeup in my purse at all, ever. But this color in the shade Joyride has been living in my purse. It's that darker shade right over here. The reason I love these so much, and it is kind of a similar reason to the next lipsticks as well. They are matte lipsticks, but they're not drying. They're very comfortable on the lips. I mean, like, you honestly feel like you put on some type of chapstick or lip balm or something because they're that comfortable. And I love that the colors that I have all the nude shades of the Huda Beauty lipsticks, all of them. And those are the only ones that I pick up for some reason. Those are the only ones that I want are the nude shades. I don't know what up with that, but that's what's been going on. I love that these nude shades are so creamy and blendable because I always use like a really dark lip liner when I'm using a nude lipstick, and the fact that these are blendable just makes my job so much easier. Like, I'll use my really dark lip liner, I'll go in with these, and boom, it's like blended out. It's like a gorgeous lip combo, and I love it. Similarly to that, I want to talk about the Carli, Bybel, and Makiage lipsticks. I did pick up the whole set, so I do have the glosses and the lip liners as well. I love the lip liners. I like the glosses, but the lipsticks, they're so good. My 2 favorites are the shades Venus and Libra. Libra, obviously I am a Libra, so like, come on. But this nude color is just everything. It's very cool toned. This is it right at the bottom here. It's very cool toned, so it's perfect, basically. I really love a cool tone nude. It's like my favorite thing in the world. And the shade Venus is just this bright, vibrant red color. Oh my God. It's just amazing. It's so vibrant. It's very similar to the Huda Beauty formula because I feel like it's matte. It's comfortable on the lips, but the color payoff is just so intense on these. And I love them. The last favorite that I want to talk about before we move into the not so favorites is like the most random thing that you will have ever seen. But it is this oil right here. This is the Argan Oil of Morocco. Extra penetrating, dry and coarse hair. I don't know. I think this is just argan oil. I bought this specifically for my hair because if you don't know, I have very, very curly hair. It's just, she's hidden right now, okay? But she's crazy. She's curly. She's aggressive. And she's growing out like a beast. So I bought this for my hair to kind of just start taking care of it, you know, putting oil in it. And the other day I noticed that I had the driest nails of all time. And I do my nails probably once or twice a week. Or I was doing my nails once or twice a week. I have switched now. Now I'm doing gel. Now I'm cool. You know what I'm saying? And I think that that was taking a toll on my nails. It's just that when my nails chip, like, it drives me crazy. So I feel like I have to do my nails like twice a week. So I went looking for some cuticle oil. You bet your ass that I didn't have any. But I had some argan oil. So I said, you know what? We're just gonna try it. We're gonna see if it works. Like, what's the worst that can happen? My freaking hands are drier than the Sahara Desert. Who even cares at this point? And when I say that this made the biggest difference in my nails, okay, they, no joke, look hydrated even when I don't put it on at this point, because they're actually like starting to get healthy, starting to just like live their own lives as free women. And I'm very proud of them. I cannot tell you like what a big difference this super random hair oil made in my cuticles. I haven't noticed a difference in my hair, honestly, if I'm being honest, but in my nails, it's a humongous difference. And I don't even know like how this happened. Okay, so that was it for my favorites portion of this video. So we're gonna move into the not so favorites. So I have 4 products that I want to talk about as not favorites, which is unfortunate because obviously every time I pick up a product, like I want to love it. That's the goal. And when I don't, like I'm unhappy about it. But we should talk about it. The first thing that I really did not love was the Anastasia Beverly Hills liquid eyeliner. I was very excited to see that they came out with a liquid eyeliner. I'm the liquid eyeliner kind of person. I don't really like gel or anything like that. Like I'm all about the liquid eyeliner. I'm also all about the brush tip on the liquid eyeliner. This is a felt tip and I hate it. This felt tip to me is one of the worst that I've tried. I really also don't like the ColourPop one that I recently tried, by the way. This felt tip is so hard. I don't understand how people get, this is it right here. It is definitely black and I feel like it's matte, but I just don't like the felt liner so much that I feel like it's just, I can't work with it. I can't work with it. I don't know how people get such a good liner because I have seen people use this and get like the best liquid eyeliner ever or winged eyeliner ever, but I don't understand how because this tip, besides the fact that it's super long, I don't know if you can tell, it's very long, it's very stiff. I just don't understand the point of that felt tip. I just feel like it ruins the entire eyeliner. Speaking of Anastasia, you guys saw me talk about this in a full face of first impressions. If you didn't see it, she's linked right here. But the Anastasia Beverly Hills Loose Setting Powder, I don't like this. Honestly, I tried a lot of loose setting powders recently. I tried this one, the Elsie one, which I am also not the biggest fan of. And what's the other one I tried? The Jeffree Star one, which so far that one has been my favorite. But I do not like this one because it's in the shade Translucent and it is most definitely not translucent. It is not even close to translucent. I don't know who said that this was translucent. I don't know who lied to me. But someone did because it's not translucent. You can see it in that full face of first impressions. I applied it and brushed it away and no joke, it was like it was still there. It honestly looked like I was still baking. And that's not really the look I go for. I'm kind of sad that this comes in such an enormous packaging. And now that's like all this powder that I'm most likely not going to use because I just dislike the freaking, I just don't like it. 2 more dislikes. This one is by Dominique Cosmetics. This is the Prisma Glow Highlighting Palette. I was really excited to pick this up because I love really intense bright highlighters. I don't think that's like a secret. I also heard such really good things about this and all the reviews, I feel like for the most part at least on Sephora, were positive. So I was excited. I was into it. And then I used it and then I was sad again. These colors all look so gorgeous. This one right here is a cream, but they just all look so delicious. But my problem with this palette is that it has so much glitter. It honestly, when I applied it to my face, it just looked like glitter. It didn't even look like a highlight. It just looked like there was some random glitter there. I don't know if you can even see what I'm talking about from the swatch, which is right here. No, of course not. There it looks like it's like the most stunning thing in the entire world. But I swear there is so much glitter in here. Look at the shade Pink Haze. This is like one of the worst ones, I feel like. It has so much glitter. Look at that. Can you see that? Of course, the swatch is not going to help me out. It's fine. It's fine. The way that this glitter just sat on my cheeks, it just did not look good. And I felt like it didn't even look like a highlight. It just looked like someone just kind of came up to me and was like, glitter. The last dislike that I have, which really hurts me because this is like one of my favorite types of products. This is the Unicorn Antioxidant Lip Mask by Farsali. And I don't like this. You can see I gave it a good shot and I don't think it did anything, honestly. I think that chapstick is more nourishing than this. And I don't like it. I think that the Laneige lip mask is still one of my favorites. It's so good. The By Beauty one also is so good. But this one, I honestly felt like it did nothing. I applied it during the day. I applied it during the night. Like, my lips always ended up in like maybe an hour to an hour and a half, just maybe even crustier than they did before. And now, as I told you that we're in New York and it's cold, my lips are like so extra crusty. So I need something that's gonna be actually nourishing to them, like the Laneige mask, which is my current favorite. And that Farsali one, just, she was not it. So that was it for my September and October favorites. Finally, we're at the end. I feel like I spoke about so many products. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please don't forget to give it a thumbs up if you did like it. Don't forget to subscribe if you're not already. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram and Snapchat. That is just the Katie Danger, as always, and it will be linked in the description box. Let me know what have been your favorite products for the last 2 months. Or the last month. I am like always excited to hear what you guys have been loving. If you were loving anything that I was not loving, please don't feel like I'm coming for you. Like, obviously everybody has different preferences. Maybe people like to have glitter in their highlighters, you know, like it's fine. I'm sure maybe some of the things I talked about here today you probably don't like. It's okay. Anyways, that is all that I had to say, so I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.